There are all kinds of decks that came out of Luxury this weekend. We're going to be going through some of the top cut decks for you guys today. And then tomorrow we're going to have some more interesting stuff out of the event, including Unchained and, Spellbook Dogmatica. I hope it's really as good as it sounds. So, first up here out of our top cut machine is 60 card Eldlich Dogmatica Dragoon Shadal. Yeah, you heard me say that, right? Right? Yeah, this is everything. What a creature. We have triple copies of Demonica Ecclesia, the Virtuous, 2 Golden Man himself. Then we have triple copies of Lilith, Lady Laminate. Does that mean that we're just Paleo Frogs? Weird. We have 1 copy of Ariel, 1 copy of the Red Eyes Wyvern, 1 Wendy with 1 Shadal Beast, 1 Dank Magician, and 1 Red Eyes Coon, with triple copies of Cursed Eldland, triple copies of Nudier Servant, triple copies of Pot of Extrav, triple copies of Red Eyes Fusion, and triple copies of the Red Eyes Insight. Alright, well, that's an engine. We have triple Conch, triple copies of The Punishment, triple Zanguine, triple copies of the Higuero, triple copies of Ice Dragon's Prison, triple copies of Needle Sealing. That's it. We're Paleozoic frogs. I know we are. That's it. We have triple copies of Paleozoic Dynamiscus, 1 copy of Schism, with triple copies of Sinister Shadow Games. That means that we're doing some crazy interactions with this. I like that. This card's actually pretty cute. We have triple copies of Torrential Tribute, and triple copies of Trap Trick, in a world where you can have access to every trap card in your entire deck through Trap Trick. Why wouldn't you play it? Extra deck, we have Verte Anaconda, 2 Link Spider, 1 Titanclad, 2 Dragoon, 2 Anintis, triple copies of Winda, 1 Construct, and triple copies of App Cologne. Side deck, more traps, because they go burr, evidently. We have triple copies of Anti-Smell Fragrance, triple D-Barrier, 2 copies of the Heavy Storm Duster, 1 Imperial Order, triple copies of Solemn Judgment, and triple copies of Solemn Strike. This is... I want to see some hands here. This is... Wow, this is actually really good. So we have... It stinks we have double Cursed Eldland, but that's fine. Alright. We also have the Needle Sealing, which is cool. And we have the Lilith to get us anything we want. So we have the Ariel. We have the Eldland. This hand's good. Alright. I guess we're just going to open up Needle Sealing 2 games in a row. Servant plus Eldland and Ecclesia. This is bonkers. Alright, I see why this is... Oh, well, we got the Golden Lord and the Red Eyes Fusion. I feel like you just wrote down the Red Eyes Fusion, make the Dragoon, right? This hand's poop. Double Red Eyes Fusion, Eldland. That looks like a Dragoon pass. Extrav draws us a Torrential Higuero. Alright, well, I cry every time. Oh boy, we drew the... This is a set 3 pass. I need you guys to look at this. Set 3 pass. Torrential, Trap Trick, Needle Sealing. That's a hard pass. I wonder how... I guess this hand is alright, but this feels a little bit underwhelming for what this deck wants to do. I don't know about you guys, but... Alright, sure. Interesting. We'll take that. Next up, this was interesting. Now, I have not seen Altergeist do anything in a little while. I thought about how I wanted to word that. I'm not saying that Altergeist is garbage, but they're not as good as they once were. Now, interesting enough here, we've gone down to 1 Ziloguidos. Now, 2 formats ago, if you had heard somebody talk about me playing 1 Ziloguidos, they would have got called a big stinky poo-poo head in the community and literally got flogged in infinite comments on their post. Alright, so the unfortunate downside is, now that the format is the way it is, 1 Ziloguidos is the way to go. And if you see it, well, I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. If you lose it, well, it is what it is. So, general moral of the story here, you're going to basically be doing the same game plan that you had. You're a little bit more control-ish. But at this point in time, the ways that you would access things are a little bit different. So we have 1 copy of Kungari, triple copies of Marionetter, triple copies of the Melozique. Keep in mind that this is in fact a spellcaster. That is massively relevant to you. We have triple copies of Multi-Faker. And 1 copy of Siliquitos. Nothing has changed. Alright, this is like the same monster lineup for an eternity. We have triple Ash Blossom and 2 copies of Ecclesia. Alright, well that's basic stuff. We have 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, with Eldlich gaining more and more of a threat in this format. I guess you're going to have to call the Cosmic Busters for you. We have triple copies of Dear Servant, 1 copy of Duality, because basically if you open up the Marionette, you're going to have to do the special summon link out to search for the Multi-Faker anyway. I guess seeing the Duality gives you more of the passive adjustment play anyway, so 1 is fine. Then we have triple copies of Pot of Extra. Extra deck here, we have 1 Manifestation, 2 Protocol, triple copies of the Dogmatica Punishment, triple copies of Spoofing with triple copies of Solemn Judgment, and triple copies of Strike. Very basic stuff. Alright. Then we have 2 copies of Link Karibo, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, and then we actually have Artemis. Now, remember, Artemis' summoning conditions are 1 level 4 lower spellcaster. So we can actually link out the Melozique. Yeah, any of these guys actually can convert into the Artemis, which will trigger the search for our good friend Melozique. Alright, the main thing we care about. So, and we don't have to play Secure Garden and Company anymore. You still got Link Karibo to do this, but a little bit more of a door opening here for that. We have triple copies of Hextia, 1 Access Code Machine, 1 Wind Pegasus with 2 Titan-clad, and triple copies of Anintis. I feel like this person is really scared of just losing to the whole BS that is Anintis Dogmatica. We have triple copies of Gamma Seal, 1 Feather Duster. Somebody had to be that guy, and it was this lad. We have triple copies of Mystic Mine. Yay! We also have 2 copies of Anti-Spell Fragrance, 2 Heavy Storm Duster, 1 Imperial Order, and triple copies of Summon Limit, wrapping up this interesting concoction, actually. I'm actually really happy to see that this did well. And then next up, we actually have the version of the deck that Pack was playing, which I see we are actually playing Megalith in here. I heard people were talking about this, but this is pretty good. Look, it's Natasha. This card's busted. Alright, so we have 1 Cyber Petite Angel, and then we have 1 copy of Dawn Knight. So if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can send 1 light monster from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent from your deck to the graveyard and target a light monster in your graveyard, place that target on the top of your deck. A lot of the decks are playing this between our Mr. Second Place Jesse Cotton and Pack. This card does see play in the deck. We have triple copies of Drytron Alpha Thuban, 2 copies of Alteus, and 1 copy of Drytron Gamma Altanin. And with triple copies of Zeta Albediah, then we have 1 Ava, triple copies of Herald of Orange Light, 2 Manju, with triple copies of Ben 10, 1 Natasha, the 1 Herald of Ultimateness. Remember, accessing this is pretty good. We have 2 copies of Bethor, 1 copy of Ophiel, 2 copies of Fool, with triple copies of Cyber Emergency, triple copies of Fafnir, with triple copies of Nova, 1 Foolish Burial, 2 copies of Metronius. Either you're 2 or 1 of this. You're not maxing out on 3. And then we have triple copies of Preparation of Rites. Extra deck here, we have 1 copy of Union Carrier, 1 Relinquished Anima, 1 Link Karibo, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, 1 IP, and then we're actually playing the Genator Transverser. Remember, this is the thing that's going to let you switch around things that are linked, or with her little arrows. It's actually kind of cool. We have 1 copy of Cross Sheep, 1 Apollosa, 1 Access Code, 1 Tornado Dragon with 1 Assembled Nightingale, 1 Downard, and 1 Zeus. Side deck here, we have 1 Lancia, triple Ash Blossom, triple copies of Nibiru, triple copies of Gamma with 1 Driver, 1 Feather Duster, 2 copies of Twin Twister, and 1 copy of Red Reboot. Wrapping up this very interesting chunk of deck profiles for everybody. I honestly really am looking forward to seeing what comes out of the extravaganza with this information now in hand as we see the metagame progress. I don't know if in a good direction or a bad direction. I'll let you guys tell me. So guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these decks, and I'll see your beautiful faces later on in the day. Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.